Hi there, Wild Sauce appeared and we're back labeling with the Ice-type Mons. We finished off with Walrian, who I basically said was the new Dugong, and we beat Gardenia. Gardenia? We beat her. Whoever the fuck. And we end up, yeah, we're now on Regice. I keep wanting to call it Regice, but I digress. I don't care for the Reggies. I don't care for them. Moving on. Obama Snow. Obama Snow is really cool. Snover and Obama Snow are really like this. Excuse me. Are really these interesting pairs that they almost appear to be knockoff Pokemon, but it's like they have their own, like, I don't know, Snover evolving into Obama Snow is just such a perfect sort of shifting of detail that you can identify it as being one of the Pokemon, as opposed to one of the knockoff Pokemon where it's like there's a minuscule difference, because it's like the demeanor in Obama Snow as opposed to Snover is so drastic. Like, you've got the red eyes where the white and green eyes were. You've got a mouth where that one barely had a body. You've got a body on this one. Not so much a neck, though. Right now we're trying to, by the way, if you're looking at the screen, we're trying to trying to kick Team Galactic out of town. I was stuttering all over my words, like I do. Weavile, once again, I don't really see too much of a difference when it comes to Snivy. To me, it's like it's a step above. I find the shiny colors very interesting. But other than that, I could kind of, I mean, the typage is a nice combination. I don't think there are any other dark ice types, to my immediate knowledge. But we'll see as soon as I how soon I regret saying that. Glaceon. It's another Eevee evolution, which, thank God. That being said, it's probably the most unimpressionable, if I'm going to be honest. It's got this weird way of having 4 ears. At least that's how I look at it. It's like it's mutton chops that are hanging over that are just hanging out there. I think that it's a fine evolution. It's probably my least favorite out of them, if I'm going to be honest. And the reason why it goes below Espeon is simply because Espeon has this sort of mystique about it, and down goes Wham! Shocker. The Pokemon that I added as backfill just, ended up just killing itself. Sorry, I'm gonna take a drink of my water. Glaceon doesn't have that sort of unique mystique, whereas Espeon has its split tail. It has these long ears that annotate that imply that it's hearing more than it should. And that is sort of this awe of mystery around it. As opposed to Glaceon, who, just sort of couldn't decide on what its ears are. At least, once again, that's how I interpret it. The Feetsies are a nice touch, but not enough. Mamoswine, I've been through that, it's one of the best Pokemon. Froslass is the name that I was thinking of. I'm indifferent toward Froslass. Between that one and Glalie, I would just stick with Glalie. And but that's just because I find Froslass kind of I find it rather token. It's got this weird thing where it's like, okay, let's get into it. Its arms are on its face, but it's got a kimono. It's got a body that's just sort of dangling. What's the purpose of it? it feels like that's more of something that should go away with evolution. Like, there's still a lot being done with the face. And, you know, the face of Rayleigh is the entirety of Rayleigh. There's no room that's being just sort of unused there. Now, is Frostious elegant looking? Kinda. But the two sort of jagged edges on the top that I guess are supposed to be like, almost like, I want to say like Oni horns, they sort of disrupt the sort of majesty of Frostlass's silken attire, silken flesh. Moving on. Frost Rotom is a fridge, and that is funny. That is gold. I like Frost Rotom a heck of a lot. Like, I'd say that's my second favorite, next to Mo, and next to Wash. Like, I love Rotom to death. He is the bee's knees. Yeah, he's a little ridiculous thing. And, you know, he's got a great adaptability. Stats are okay. They're decent. Don't get me wrong, they're decent. So, no complaints here. And now, a very controversial one. Vanillite. Vanillish, and Vanillux are supposed to be the claim for when they officially ran out of ideas. Because it's ice cream. It's ice cream with a face. It can't... Y'all forget when we were in Gen 1 and there were eggs. Eggs with faces. A Voltorb, which is a ball with a face. A ball with eyes, not even a face. Grimer, it's just sludge with a face. Just big old gunk. It's not even, like, doesn't create a sort of form like with the symbiotes in Spider-Man. Like, I know that's a weird comparison there, and I really don't know where I was going with it. Still, I think that there's some credo to that. I think there's still some credibility to the Vanillux group. And its stats are fine. I believe that it has Levitate, if I'm not mistaken. No, it does not. But it does have Ice Body, which is useful. Snow Warning, which is really great for if you're facing off against fleshy Pokemon types. I think that's fine. I think that it design-wise, it looks pretty neat, but it's nothing to write home about. Now, Cupchew and Baratic, on the other hand. Cupchew is so cute! Cupchew is so cute! Oh my god! I love Cupchew so much! He's such a little cutie. He got the little nose strip that's just frozen, and it's okay. It's not gonna hurt you. It wants to be loved. It's like a little bear. Oh, it's so cute. I love it. And Baratic's okay, I guess. I mean, I like Baratic just fine. I just wish that it had kept its cuteness. And, you know, I like sort of thinking of the ice as a beard, which is, I think, what they were going for there. Anyway, Kyurem. Kyurem is a fine Pokemon. Do I like it better than the others? No, I do not. That being said, I don't think it was worth releasing Black 2 and White 2 with it as its legendary. Kyurem, I can go without. I mean, Black Kyurem is pretty cool, and White Kyurem is fine, but I think that the typage is better with the others, primarily with, of course, oh goodness, what's it called? The black one. I'm sure I can think of off the top of my head. Aurorus. Aurorus is underrated as fuck because he's right next to one of the best Pokemon of all time, but I'll get to that in a while. I'm a big dinosaur person, so of course I'm going to be invested in Aurorus. It's one of the handful of sauropod style mons in the universe, and I can't hate on that. I can't hate on Aurorus, even though ground types will decimate him, as will fighting types. The typage is a problem. But design-wise, I think that he's neat. I think Aurorus is real neat. Bergmite. Why God? Why God is that even a Oh, I forgot about Cryogonal. Cryogonal's weird. Cryogonal's fucking weird. It looks like it should be a dark type, but it's not. It's this weird ice monstrosity. I don't get it. I don't get Cryogonal. What's with you? As I point at the screen. What's with you? Cryogonal? I don't know. It's a snowflake with a face. Big snowflake with a spooky face. Whatever, you be all you can be, Cryogonal. I just don't get it. Anyway, Bergmite and Avalugg. Avalugg, I can see a need for. Bergmite, it looks like a Corsola. It looks like a weird knockoff Corsola. Or a Digimon. Hell, even Avalugg looks like a potential Digimon. Just because of the sort of jaggedness to it. And last, it would seem, is Crabominable. And Crabominable's neat. Crabominable. That being said, I'm sick of having to deal with the Crabrawler in Pokemon Moon and Sun. Those I didn't care for. There are too many. Too much is too much. I don't care. I'm turning into Zizek. I don't care about this thing, and so on. I've been watching a lot of Zizek lately, and I've been enjoying the hell out of it. So yeah, those are the Pokemon types. Let's go for the moves. Let's put on the moves. Ice-type moves. Alright, Aurora Beam is a classic. Blizzard is a classic. Ice Beam is a great one. Ice Punch, I don't really understand how Ice Punch works. Like, in context, it's like, do I hit you with a ball of ice that is in the shape of a fist? Do I sort of hit you with dry ice? Do I... Oh, and here comes the speed. Here comes the speed so that I can go back, all the way back to the Pokemon Center and heal. And come back in expert timing. Ice Fang, Ice Fang is very underrated. A lot of Pokemon can use it, and it's incredibly powerful against flying types. So if you're looking for something to handle flying types, that's fairly common. I'd look into what Pokemon carry Ice Fang. That is an actual useful tip that I will provide. I don't provide many, but when I do, I like to think that they're good. I like to think that they're good. Haze, once again, I don't care for any of the non-power based moves. Ice Hammer, to me, like, once again, that's a specialty move, so in the long term it won't mean much. But I think that it's useful. It's just a stronger Ice Shard. Icicle Spear is very underrated, and I'm glad that a handful of Pokemon can use it. Once again, a big issue with Ice-type moves is that they are very limited. For the most part, except for like Ice Fang and Mist. Mist is probably the one that you can get the most out of. The most people out of. And Powder Snow. Powder Snow, a few Pokemon use. But yeah, that about covers it for Ice types. And I hope you enjoyed it. That was two Ice. It's too Ice, too Furious. the video is coming to an end, so my energy is depleting. Energy goes away, and oh, before I go, I got some bad news, y'all. I talked to Johnny, and Johnny has had it. He's exhausted. As far as I know, for right now, he's quitting the channel. Me and him are still great friends. We hang out almost every week, but he's sick of this. I apologize for that, folks, but stay wild anyway. We'll see. I'll see ya. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows my sorrow.